So good morning to all. So today we're discussing about very important examination point of view question. So this topic related to Unit 5. This include three questions. Very important three short type questions. Number one, write a short note on XML. Write a short note on XML. Question number two, differentiate HTML and XML. Differentiate HTML and XML. Question number three, write the basic structure of XML document. Write the basic structure of XML document. Three questions are very important. Out of these three questions, two questions are compulsory. So, when you have the full commanding about this class, it will be helping to you 5 marks. Out of these three questions, two questions compulsory in the examination point of view. Either structure, either differentiate, either introduction about XML. Yes, before start of this class, you have fully experienced about HTML, I know. So please, my dear students, don't neglect the subject. Keep the information for a long time. Why? Because it is an evergreen subject. It is maybe lot of questions are possible in the future interviews. So, basically looking here, there also markup language, here also markup language. We want HTML, we want XML, both are belongs to markup languages. Means markup language means it contains the tags. So we have to implement any kind of data by using the tags. Various tags into sequentially is called as markup language. Hypertext markup language. We want hypertext markup language is called HTML for to design the web pages, whatever you want. We want XML for what? We want XML for storing the data and transport the data from one location to another location. But there is no tags. HTML implemented tags itself only. But here there is no tags. You only prepare. You means user only prepare. User only prepare their own tags. Markup language means it contains tags. In the HTML, already the tags were implemented. Here, tags will be implemented by the user. That is the difference. But in this class, we're discussing about introduction about XML, importance of XML, structure of XML, and differentiate of HTML and XML into sequential. In my first slide, I will explain here. Yes, it is a purely markup language, which is extensible markup language. Markup language means the language which contains tags, just I told. But difference is nothing but HTML having own tags. XML having tags but prepared by the user. That is different. There is no tags, but will be built by or prepared by the user, compulsory. XML depends on mainly two primary tags is called as from and to. Why this is a from and to is there? Just I told, we want XML for what? Store the data and transport the data. Store the data and transport the data. Transport means what? We can simply share the data from one location to another location. Means from one place to another place. Based on this line, we can simply from tag and two tags or two tags will be helping to transfer the data from one location to another location. XML is called as self-descriptive language. Yes. Why this is called self-descriptive is there? Means we means the XML have the basic information about sender, the basic information about receiver, the basic information about message body and heading. Everything will be captured by the XML language. Means we can include the sender information, we can include the receiver information, we can include the body information, means heading information. Everything is possible. Simply say that we have a lot of freedom to implement any kind of data by the user in the XML. Based on this information, we can simply it is called as self-descriptive language. XML simplifies the data sharing, transport the data, platform changes, data availability. Yes, we need this XML for what? Sharing the data from one to one location is possible and one to many is possible. Is clear, no? So means, so we need XML for sharing the data from one location to another location is possible and one location to many location is possible. So source and destination is compulsory in the XML for what? Storing the data or transfer the data from one location to another location. So next is called, it is a very platform changes. Yes, XML is a purely markup language used to implement any kind of data into different platforms. Like a Firefox is possible, Microsoft Edge is possible, and remaining is Internet Explorer is possible, and Google Chrome is possible. Means what? We can run, we can implement, we can access the data in the various platforms. Based on this, it is called independent language. Data availability. Yes, we can include any kind of data. There is no restrictions. We can implement any kind of data is possible through the based on the interest on user choice. It's clear, no? So XML is a markup language and file format for storing the data, transmit the data, and reconstruction of the data. So we have to modify the previous data, then convert as a new data. Everything is possible. So XML is a language to store and transmit into secure format between the two persons and among the persons into sequentially. So here I'm taking second slide is called as differentiate. When the based on the experience about HTML, the comparison between the HTML and XML both are same actually, but some qualities are different. So what is the qualities are there? So look here, hypertext markup language means what? We want language to purely design for web pages creation, web page creations or designing the web pages. It is called as HTML. We have to store the data, transfer the data. It is called XML we need. It contains predefined tags. It contains user-defined tags. Means what? In the HTML document, in the HTML language, already tags are implemented. The implement tags are using to design the document of HTML. But here, predefined tags. Tags say mundavandi. User only define some kind of tags. For example, I want to create my student data is clear now. So student means what? You can simply apply the student tag is possible. Student is my data. Automatically, I have to convert like a student tag, roll number tag, college tag, imagination. So means every kind of data element will be acted as a tags into the XML. Based on this, we can simply read as in the XML, we contains user defined tags. It is used to design the web pages, just I told, and it is used to display the data in styles as per user choice. By using the cascading style sheets and JavaScript, we have to mold the web pages, normal web pages, into designed web pages, styled web pages, enriched web pages. Means we have to convert the attractive web pages into the website by using this HTML. But it is only used for carry and transmit the data from one location to another. It is a scripting language. HTML is called scripting language to include any kind of or any type of content like text data is possible, image data is possible, both text and image data is possible. So we can include any kind of data in the HTML, but here also, but it's a purely self-descriptive language because we must define very important factor is there. We must define own tags depend on data. We can create, we can design, we can implement, we can what is called applied. We can apply. We can include any kind of data by using own tags. Then it is a machine readable language. Yes. So website will be created by the internet platform is there. It is a purely web application. So web application run in the machines. So we depend on the HTML mainly depend on machine readable language. It is both human and machine readable language. Means user interaction is compulsory and system interaction is compulsory. So we have to include the content by using the hardware and software is there. Here also we can include the content by using the tags, JavaScript and CSS. At last, we can simply read as HTML is called machine readable language and XML is called human and machine readable language. It is a platform and language independent language. Yes, there is no restrictions. We can run any kind of application in the HTML into any platforms, any language, both Telugu, Hindi, English. We can prepare the website, web pages, web content, web links, hyperlinks, hypermedia, everything will be taken by the different kind of languages. Here also, we have a lot of freedom to prepare, to run, to maintain any kind of data with the use of any kind of languages. We can save the file with extension is called .html in the HTML and .xml is the extension of the XML document. I am taking example is called Tara.html. Automatically, we have to create the particular content into the HTML like a web page. And here is the data of the Tara will be having some kind of storing and transmit for Tara.xml is possible. So this is called extension of HTML and XML files. So for 5 marks, so we need this 8 points is enough. Please try to write these 8 points neatly, maybe helping to get a full marks in the examination point of view. Then we go to here, structure of XML. Very important concept is there. So maybe chance in the future is there. So here, as per C and C++ and Java, so when before starting of the coding and programming, so we have to begin with the header files. Begin with the header files. Like that, every XML document will be begin with one header file or header tag is there. It is called version of the XML and coding of the XML. I am taking here, opening the tag, question mark, XML version is equal 1.0, encoding is equal UTF-8, closing with question mark and end of the tag. It is a compulsory. Every XML document will be taken by or begin with this heading tag compulsory. So here is root. Begin with the root is there. In the root, I am taking here child 1. In the child 1, again subchild 1, subchild 2, subchild 3. When you begin means ending is compulsory. So begin in the child 1, closing the child 1 compulsory. Then start with the child 2. In the child 2 also, subchild 1, subchild 2, subchild 3, subchild 4, that like this. And close of the subchild and close of the child 2 and at last end of the root. So this is called as some small introduction about structure of XML. I am come to the back here. For example, I want to write the XML document about our Tara College. I am writing here, root is called Tara. Root is called Tara College. In the child one, Tara College means what? Having lot of branches are there. Like a student section is there, faculty section is there, administration section is there, non-teaching staff is there, and various activities are there. In that activities, we can choose one branch. For example, root is called as Tara College. In the root, child one is called students. I am taking the students. In the subchild, student name. Opening the tag, closing the tag is called. For example, I am writing, looking careful all of you. In the place of, how can I write here? For example, in the subchild, look here, all of you. I am writing here. Child one is called, for example, in the root, Tara, for example. I am taking root is Tara. In the child one, I am taking, for example, student. Sorry, student. Okay. In the student, my first subchild is called student name or S name. Rahul, లేకపోతే కార్తిక్ అని పెట్టండి అమ్మ. కార్తిక్. Then closing S name. ఇప్పుడు తీసేసేయండి. It is clear now? Tara is called root tag. Child one is called student. Subchild is called as S name, Karthik. Close the S name. Then again, S roll number. For example, 2024. Then closing the S roll number. Sorry. Yes. In the main root, I am taking child one is called student. S name is called Karthik and closing the tag. S roll number is the 2024, closing the roll number. Then close the student is called student. అర్థమైందండి? ఏం చేస్తారు? In the root, I am selecting the first student. Student లో S name is the Karthik, S roll number is 2024. Then you want to take the second member. For example, S name is Kaushik and S roll number is 2025. Third person, fourth person, fifth person. Like that imagination, you can simply include like this. Then I am taking the child 2, means second branch. I am taking here, for example, faculty. ఎందుకంటే తారా కాలేజ్ లో మనకి స్టూడెంట్స్ తో పాటు ఫ్యాకల్టీ కూడా ఉంటారు కాబట్టి సో ఫ్యాకల్టీ. సబ్ చైల్డ్ ఏంటంటే సబ్ చైల్డ్ ఇక్కడ ఫ్యాకల్టీ నేమ్, For example, I am writing my name is there, Krishna is there, and closing the F name. Clear? Student branch is over. Next, second branch is called faculty. This is child one, child two. In the child two, I am taking faculty name is called Krishna and close the faculty name. Then again, faculty designation. Faculty designation is the lecturer. Okay, and close the tag. Close the tag means what? The tag which implemented with slash, backslash is called as indication for closing the tag. Then faculty designation. Clear ma? Then closing the faculty. ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఒక ట్యాగ్ ని మనం ఓపెన్ చేస్తామంటే క్లోజింగ్ కంపల్సరీ ఉండాలి. ఓపెనింగ్ ట్యాగ్ అండ్ క్లోజింగ్ ట్యాగ్ కంపల్సరీ ఇన్ ద XML and HTML compulsory. Is clear now? So this here, so what is my root name is called Tara. Then opening tag is there. Now I am closing here. Tara. So in the version of XML 1.0, my first root is called Tara is there. In that one, child one is called student. Child one is called student. In the student, I am taking the S name, S rule number. S name is called Karthik. Close the S name. S rule number is 2024. Close the S rule number and close the student. Beginning tag, closing tag. Then I am starting with child two is called faculty. Faculty name, close the faculty name. Faculty designation and close the faculty designation and close this tag also. Where I am open means closing compulsory. Closing compulsory and opening the root, closing the root. This is called as the structure of XML document. So please take a lot of reviews and practice in your notebook. Take your own example, own way, own methods. You simply write like this. So this is called as the structure of XML. But I am writing here, this is called root tag, this is called child one tag, this is called subchild one, subchild two, close the child one tag and open the child two tag, the subchild one, subchild two and closing the child two tag and then close the root tag. This is a structure. Clear, no? So I'm writing here once again. Anybody? So root tag, this one. This is called child one. Yes. Then this is called subchild one. Subchild one. And this is called subchild. Clear? Then this is called subchild two. Then subchild, closing of subchild two. నేను ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తారండి. ఇది స్ట్రక్చర్ కాబట్టి మీరు ఇలాగే రాయాలి. ఇస్ క్లియర్ నో? దెన్ ఏం చేయాలి? ఓపెన్ ద చైల్డ్ వన్ ఇస్ దేర్, దెన్ క్లోజ్ ద చైల్డ్ వన్. Child one. Clear no ma? In the root tag, child one, in that one, subchild one and two. Opening tag, closing tag compulsory. Then this is called child two. This is called child two. Same like this. It's totally simply copy ma here. నేను కాపీ చేస్తున్నాను, ఇక్కడ పేస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. Clear, no? Same like that. Child 2 lo sub child 1, sub child 2 opening tag untundi, closing tag untundi. Then here child 2. మనం ఒక ట్యాగ్ ఓపెన్ చేసామంటే క్లోజింగ్ కంపల్సరీ అమ్మా. దెన్ ఇక్కడ ఏమొస్తుందండి, రూట్, క్లోజింగ్ ద రూట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as the structure of XML. Clear, no? I am taking simple example, no? Maybe your doubt will be clarified. No problem there. Here I am taking the example. So how to create the XML document is there. Just before I am taking the example is there, no? Like that same example. So write this one is there. But after typing is over. So how to create is there? So we have to create the XML document after include the data. So the include the data into the one special application is called Notepad. So first you go to start menu, then open the programs, then open the accessories, then go to Notepad. Otherwise, simply you go to start menu, then type the search button. You should, for example, Notepad. Automatically, Notepad window was displayed. In that, you simply type this totally information. After that, saving with the .xml. For example, my file name is Tara is there, tara.xml. Automatically, our file will be stored in the desktop like this. This is my desktop. Then automatically it was displayed on the desktop as browser icons. Browser icon. How it is there? Looking all of you. For example, here, this is called as Tara icon is there. Click here all of them. Like this. This is called, for example, my file name is called Krish is there, no? So Krish is called as my file name. After that, what you can do? Then click on the saved file, means icon. Then it is represented a result as a document. How it is there? Look here, all of you. Like this. For example, like this. Automatically, the XML file does not appear to have any style information associated with it. The documentary is shown below. My root is called college. Child 1 is called student. Subchild 1, subchild 2, then closing of the child 1 and open the child 2 and subchild 1, subchild 2, closing of child 2, at last closing the root. Or this called output of the XML document is there. So you can simply observe in the icon of the icon which is implemented in the desktop is there. It's clear now. So when we take one simple example means very easy to understand, ma. Just you practice this one. If you have that, for example, from May 10th onwards, we have the summer vacation is there, no? After completion of the holidays, we will try. Otherwise, we will take one fine day and we can discussing through projector how it is possible to implement that XML document in the Notepad. It's clear, no? So this is small information, no? So please draw these diagrams in your notes also compulsory. So these are small information about how to create the particular DML documents as XML document in a XML. It's clear now. I hope all of you will be got wonderful information from this class. So listen carefully, take a number of reviews up to you realize. Then after realize, please write this information with the diagrams in your notes. So from third onwards, we have the second internal examination is there. Very, very simple questions are there. There is no worry about the questions. Simple questions. For example, XML stands for like that. XML stands for dash. Which tags are mainly used in the XML? And what is the purpose of XML? Write any two differences between the HTML and XML. For example, um, what is there? Write a structure of the XML document. That time you simply write this structure enough to write the 2 marks. Question like this, write the structure of XML document. Automatically you should write this one, means maybe helping to get a 2 marks in the internal examination. So anyway, so this slide is a very important for 3 questions. Out of 3 questions, 2 questions compulsory. One is called differentiate. Second is called short note on XML. And third one is called the structure of XML. This one. So listen carefully. If you have any doubts, please, I will clarify. Thank you. Thank you very much.